What you should spend on to increase your abundance. Hello, welcome back. I'm Kelsey. I teach you the science of spirituality every single week, and now I'm going to teach you what to spend on to increase abundance. So remember that money is an energy flow. We're just going to hop right in. Money is a flow of energy. Money is simply an energy which is always in motion. Energy is always transmuting, changing forms. You've probably felt in your body one moment you're angry and the next you're really sad and the next you're really happy. It's the same energy, it's just transmuting forms. Maybe you'll watch something really inspirational and you'll feel really excited because that person's energy is transferring into you. Energy is transmutable, and so money is an energy. It is transmutable. It flows in, it flows out. It flows from one person to another person. It is a flow. Money is meant to be in constant motion. So remember that spending money is not bad because you are actually increasing the flow of money. When you open up your spending channels, you are actually helping money flow through you. Like when you have a really intense, angry emotion and then you just shove it down and never address it, you're not helping anyone, right? It's only going to fester within you and it never gets the chance to flow out and allow in more and more and more peace and more refreshed energy. It just kind of stays stagnant in you. And when you hold on to money and don't allow yourself to spend it, the same thing actually happens. Money doesn't want to flow to you because you're exhibiting that lack mindset. When you don't spend your money ever, you are telling the universe, don't send me more. I don't trust that you'll send me more. So I'm holding on with all my strength to every single penny because I'm scared. I am living in a fear-based reality that I won't receive more. I refuse to spend this money, which is this energy. I refuse to let it keep flowing because I don't trust more is going to come. So I need to hold on to it. And so the universe says, okay, the flow is not strong with this one. I will send my money to someone else who is a money magnet and will let this money flow. Money wants to flow, so it's not going to be attracted to you if you have the scarcity mindset, like a hungry hippo, like mine, and you never let it go anywhere, right? So spending money actually is an awesome tool. It is a secret hack to increase the flow of money to you. I cannot even tell you the number of clients that I have that have told me stories of when they spent money and then manifested the exact amount coming back in. So 2 years ago, I was launching a course that I was super excited about, and I really wanted this to be a massive launch. I wanted this to be my biggest one yet, and this was my most expensive program that I was selling up to this point. It was $2,400, and right at that time, right before my launch, I was really nervous, but I was really excited. I knew this was a great program, but I knew I wanted to clean up my money energy around this program, and I didn't want to have resistance because this was my, I was a little nervous to sell at this price. I had never sold a program for this much money before. To combat my fears, I told myself nobody's going to invest in me if I can't invest in me first. So I bought this program that I'd been eyeing forever that was almost exactly $2,400. It was almost exactly the amount that I was selling my program for. And I'd been eyeing it. So I took the plunge. I was like, this is the time. It was all about increasing abundance. So I'm like, this is the perfect course. And I purchased it. And then what do you know? The next day, I literally got a payment from a dream client for exactly $2,400. My course was sold. And then I ended up selling to over 13 spots. So it was almost a 30K launch. I think that one was. I credit it all to investing in this course. And what I want to point out to you is it's not the course itself. Although the course is awesome, I've ended up going through it multiple times. I love it. It's helped me with my money mindset. The act of me investing in the course is what opened up the flow of money for me. One, I was showing the universe I desire more abundance, so I'm willing to play the game. I trust fully that you are going to send me more, so I don't mind spending this. I'm excited to spend it because I know you're going to send me more. The other thing is that I want to point out is I wasn't just spending the money on things like random things I didn't care about, going on a shopping spree for a ton of stuff I didn't need, just blowing it all on like one dinner or like way overpriced drinks or something like that. I was spending my money towards my goals. I wanted abundance, so I bought a course on abundance. So I was not only showing the universe, look, I'm not afraid to spend money. That's step one. But I was putting all my resources, my money, but also my time and my energy that I was dedicated to actually completing the course. I was putting all my resources into a course about abundance. So I was telling the universe, hey, this is important to me. I'm making this huge leap for myself. It's scary to spend this much, but I'm doing it because I want to reach that next level. And when I did, of course, it helped me reach the next level, and it's because of the messages that I was sending the universe. So before we dive into the 4 things that I found have really helped me increase my abundance, even though I sort of just told you one of them, what I wanted to mostly say is the only thing that matters is, 1, that you are not having a scarcity mindset and you are having an abundance mindset. You are trusting that more is always coming. So you are making your spending decisions from the version of you that trusts that more is coming. That's what's important for acting as if. When you act as if, oh, well, I'll only spend the money after I have enough, then you're showing the universe, but I don't really trust that you're going to give me enough in the time that I'm going to feel comfortable, so I'm just going to hold on to this. There's a difference between being responsible and being scared, and you have to use the discernment in your body to determine which one is you. Second of all, what's really important is the only thing that matters for attracting abundance is becoming a vibrational match for the abundance you want to receive. So if you really, really, really want money in your business, it makes sense to invest in business-related things, upgrading your software, upgrading your hardware, hiring a coach, buying a course, doing things in your business, buying a book, whatever, that increase your business. If you say, I want a business and I want it to all work out, and then you go out and buy tons of like curtains, I don't know, something that doesn't matter at all, and you just decide, okay, I'm just gonna trust, and then you just end up like eating out food every single day. Like, there's nothing wrong with eating out food if your main desire is to avoid cooking, but if your main desire is to grow your business, you have to become a vibrational match for the business owner that you want to be. So I'm giving at you these like baseline principles, so when you listen to the things that I choose to spend my money on that I know can help you too, you still have that foundation to say, well, am I making the decision from fear or from abundance? And then 2, is this helping to get to my goals? I know you're here because you want more abundance, so is this helping me get more abundance in some way? A course will, a fancy new Ferrari won't. The 4 things that I spend money on to increase my abundance, and when I spend the money, it actually brings in abundance. So the first one, it's just going to be a super obvious one, and I count it as spending. You'll see why. I spend money on my savings or investment accounts. And I know you're like, that's the opposite of spending, that's just saving. But I don't see it that way because I make sure to invest every single month, no matter what my income is. In business, it can be up and down. No matter what I brought in any given month, I always invest in my retirement accounts every single month. So in my retirement accounts, I am spending money. This is my first bill. The first key to manifesting more money is paying yourself first. You need to pay yourself first before anyone else, because the way you spend your money is how your priorities are aligned. So if you're always paying the man first and paying all your bills first, that's good. There's worse things you could be doing first with your money, but that's also saying, okay, I'm going to put everyone above myself. I'm going to drain my bank account because I don't matter. So paying yourself first is the number 1 thing you can spend on to increase your abundance. Even if you're just saving right now, let's say you're scraping by, you got fired from your job, you're starting up your business, you don't have money to work with. Even if you save $1 a month, like, the amount doesn't matter. It's the fact that you're doing it and saying, okay, I got money in, I'm paying myself first. Now who's next? That holds you to a new standard that shows yourself that you are serious. You trust more is coming in, so you never need to spend all your money. You care about yourself because when you have those savings, if an emergency does come up, you do have that money to take care of yourself. And 3, it's showing the universe your priorities and saying, my money is my main priority. Taking care of myself and my family is my priority, so I'm putting myself first. Everyone else comes next. They are also important, but I am first. It's ranking your priorities for yourself and for the universe. So putting your money in a savings or investment account is energetically what you need to do to attract more. Obviously, it's also just a strategic move because once your money is in a savings or investment account, your money just naturally multiplies. So if you guys didn't know, I used to be a wealth coach with personal finance. So I would help people save and invest, and what a lot of people's goals were to just get out of their job as fast as possible. So we put a lot of money into the stock market. And so in the stock market, basically, I could talk about this for a long time, but basically your money doubles every 7 years. So based on the current return rates. So your money's doubling every 7 years just by it sitting there. And that is proof. Investing was the first proof that I had that, oh wait, money doesn't come from hard work. I always personally believe that money came from working hard. The more hours you worked, the more money you received. Money could only come through a safe corporate office job after I go to college. Like, those beliefs were so ingrained in me, and investing was actually the first kind of real world thing that showed me, wait, so if I just put my money in this account, it can grow to literal millions from sitting there, and I don't have to do anything. And this isn't woo, this isn't manifesting the way spiritual leaders talk about it. This is just, I think people get scared of investing because they think of like Wall Street, like day traders, but this is not that. This is just putting it in a retirement account so it'll sit there for years and years and multiply for you. This helped me develop the belief, wait, money doesn't come from hard work. Money truly comes because like attracts like. Money attracts more money. When I have more money in my account, I will begin to continuously receive more money, and I can't stop it from coming even if I wanted to, because I set myself up for maximum abundance in this account. The second thing to spend on to increase abundance is a business coach or mentor. I know this one seems so obvious, but it's like still shocking the amount of people I talk to that are like, oh, well, when I'm a millionaire in my own business, then I'll invest in a coach. Okay, but what do you think the point of a coach is? It's to help you get to your next level. Imagine if Michael Jordan was like, no, I'll just like, play in the backyard. I'll figure it out. Only once I'm amazing, then I'll hire a coach. No, he has to work with coaches his whole life to keep getting better and better and better. Again, this step, hiring a coach or mentor or buying a course, whatever, this is both strategic and energetic, like investing in a savings account or investment account. If you invest $1,000 in a coach, you're doing that to earn a $10,000 month. So it's not guaranteed, but if you do the work that this coach says, like the coach is teaching you how they hit their 10K months. So if you do the things that they said, like, you're gonna be on the right track. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, I can't ever guarantee any particular client of mine is going to go from spending $1,000 to earning $10,000 in any given month. But I know if they show up every single day and have the right masculine strategy and feminine energy, it can't not work, because that is quite literally a law of the universe. It's like if you were to jump off a roof and be like, well, I don't know which direction I'll go. Well, no, you're gonna go down at a speed that we can pinpoint, because it's a law of the universe. We know how gravity works to precision. And with the masculine strategy and the feminine energy, because there is that feminine aspect, we can't necessarily precisely pinpoint the exact day you're going to hit the exact dollar, but you're pushing yourself along the right direction in the road. I always tell my clients, if my business crash and burn tomorrow, I literally don't care, because I have what's important, and it's the skill to always earn more money. I embody the masculine and the feminine. I'm not afraid to push boundaries. I'm not afraid to show up. I'm not afraid to be polarizing. I'm not afraid to say things that other people won't agree with, because I know know that I can just earn money. I can earn more money. If I got canceled, then I'll just start over. Like, I can always have the skill to earn more money. And then on the feminine side, it's the same as number one. You're showing the universe, look, I want to grow my fucking business to 10K a month. So I'm doing that. I'm investing and I'm doing all the things. I'm showing up strategy-wise every single day and I'm doing the energy work. And when you make that purchase, that is over 50% of the transformation, especially if it's one of those higher ticket coaching packages and you're saying, oh my God, this investment is so fucking scary, but I'm investing in this because I want to show the universe this is important to me. This is me choosing my goals over my fear. This is me choosing my dreams over my drama. This is me choosing abundance over scarcity. When you actually make that monetary investment in something that's going to help you with your desires, that is when the magic happens, because that is when you lock into that new energetic transformation. You hit a new level of yourself. You said, here's a scary decision right in front of me to spend a lot of money. Do I trust myself that I'm going to put in the work to show up and make sure I make this money back? Do I trust that the universe is going to give me more abundance and I'm not spending or wasting money? I am trusting myself to give me the license to print more money. Those are questions that you should be asking yourself. And when you say yes and you make that investment, especially if you've invested in something like that before and that didn't work out for whatever reason, and you do it again, that is the test that the universe is giving you. How far are you willing to go? What are you willing to give up to hit your dreams? And the answer should be everything, because it's always this or something better. There's always this or something better on the other side. So the third thing I would spend money on is wellness for yourself. So physical, mental, emotional, spiritual wellness. I feel like in the spiritual community, there's kind of like this weird thing that's like, oh, your body and your physical environment doesn't matter. All that matters is like your connection when you're in like these altered consciousness, awesome meditation states. And those are awesome. And I've had so many breakthroughs and downloads in those meditative states. That being said, we live in a simulation. And I know we don't know that for sure, but let's just say, like, okay, even though it's fake, even though it's a game, if you go to play the video game, the only way you can beat the levels and do the things is if like you set the intention and then you take your character and do the things. Like in The Sims, you can't just say, I want to be an astronaut or whatever your sim does and then just like sit in your house. Like your sim has to do things in the environment. You can have anything that you want. You can accomplish any goal, but you have to do them. And this is again the balance between the masculine and the feminine. So when it comes to wellness, I'm not saying you have to be perfect. Obviously that would be ideal. I am not perfect at all when it comes to this, but I've definitely come a long way on my journey. I absolutely ignored everything with my body and like mind and wellness for so long in the pursuit of my goal. I was like, I'll literally give up all my health so that I can, hit my first 10K month. And I was so exhausted. If you see pictures of me from like 2017, I look like a zombie. And the sad thing is I thought I looked good. Like I didn't realize I looked this sick. I looked this ill. I thought I looked perfectly fine. And it's like, no, I was so unhealthy at that time in all aspects, physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. There was nothing nourishing me. I was going off of fumes because I was going to a job that I hated, and then I'd come home and just work on my business all day. And I loved my business, but I mean, it's exhausting. Like it's a lot of work, and I wasn't doing things that lit me up and made me take care of myself. But what we have to understand, guys, is like your body is the only tool you have to interact with this universe. As much as the body can sometimes feel like a burden to take care of, but our body is all we have, and our body serves us in so many ways. It's been shown that like consciousness resides in all aspects of our body, and if our body's just filled with toxins, if you're setting the intention that you don't care about it and you're neglecting it, your body will always fight for you, but you're gonna have a much harder time doing the things that you want to in this reality if you are unwell. The physical aspect of your body, if you can't physically do things, like let's say you didn't have fingers, it's going to be really hard for you to type captions on your phone. That's just a simple example. Your body lets you feel your emotional guidance system, which gives you your desires, which tells you what you're meant to manifest in this world. Your body gives you the clues and tells you things. Your brain is working and sending chemical reactions. Your body is doing so much for you. It's your immune system is fighting off illness. It's the cells are working to give you energy. When you feel those spikes of flow or joy, your body's doing that for you. And so the more energy that you give your body, the more energy your body will give you. It's a very symbiotic relationship, and we actually can't do anything without our body. I believe that we are a higher soul residing in our meat suit for our duration on earth, but it is more than a meat suit, and we need to respect our body. Our body is a temple. Respect your body, love your body, treat it well, and whatever that means for you. I don't subscribe to like a particular diet or whatever, but whatever makes you feel the best, do that. Eliminate toxins as much as you can. Take yourself out for walks as much as you can. Go outside, take your vitamins. Like, it can be a gradual process depending on where your health journey is, but the healthier you are, the more you can receive downloads, because the neurons in your brain will be open and ready to receive signals, versus if they're clouded and foggy from toxins and sugar and alcohol and all that stuff. And when you love yourself, you gain your self-confidence and self-worth, and when you have those feelings, then it's so much easier to attract everything else that you desire. The last thing to spend money on, step number 4, is things that light you up. My favorite manifesting example that I tell all my clients all the time, they're probably so sick of hearing this, is the Felix Felicis scene in Harry Potter. He takes the liquid luck, Felix Felicis, because they need to extract the memory from Professor Slughorn. And they've tried and tried and tried and nothing works. And then Harry won liquid luck, which just makes you super lucky and makes you like manifest all your desires, basically. So he drinks this, and this is what happens in the scene. So Harry, I don't know if I can show it for like copyright reasons, whatever. So I'll just act it for you. Harry takes the liquid luck, and then Ron and Hermione are like, so what's the plan? They're expecting a plan. They literally asked for the logical, rational plan. They want a step-by-step checklist because that's what they're expecting, right? And we do this as humans. When we want to manifest something, we're like, what's the checklist? What's the steps? What do I do? Give me the instructions. But what does Harry say? Harry sits there in his dazed little happy face and says, I think I'm gonna go see Hagrid, and then just gets up and kind of wanders out. And Ron and Hermione are like, no, you need the memory from Slughorn. Ron and Hermione are looking for that rational, logical, step-by-step plan, and Harry just is like, la la la, I'll do what feels good, I'll do what lights me up, I'll do what I get the inspiration to do, and spoiler alert, they get the memory. So the liquid luck works even though he took a path that was not logical and not rational. It didn't make sense, but Harry did it anyway, and of course it worked out because of this liquid luck. And luckily we create our own luck. This is exactly how manifesting works. You never need to know the how. You only need to vibrate and you only need to become a vibrational match for the thing you want, which is why we're spending money to open this flow. And you can open the flow by buying things that light you up. So even if it makes no logical sense, if you feel so good about something, just do it. It's gonna enhance your life. I want to put a caveat here. Definitely be discerning in this step. Be clear on things that actually light you up, not just some really great piece of marketing that really got you, not just watching one short TikTok of someone who went camping and you're like, whoa, camping could be cool, and then you go out and buy thousands of dollars worth of camping equipment even though you've never even tried it. Be responsible, just like the other steps. If you know you don't have that many funds, allocate like, hey, this is my fun money. You know, you can be responsible with this step. I don't think it necessarily means you have to spend above the amount you're making. I don't think it means you have to be irresponsible. I think if you're gonna go big or go home, like if you're gonna go into debt for something, I think that's absolutely okay. But I would choose if you're going to go in debt for something, I would choose a coach to do that, because a coach is going to help you out of it. A coach is going to care about you and work through your problems with you if you join Decode, I'm not saying to go into debt for it, but if you chose to join a membership style like Decode, I'm in the group at this point in time every single day, like multiple times a day, like walking you through all of your questions, guiding you, helping you. And I also do 90-minute intensive, so we can set up a plan to get you financially out of it. Like, I only care about you, and I want your money to literally 10x. Like, that's my only agenda, right? My business only works if your money grows. So I wouldn't go into debt to go into the stock market. I wouldn't go into debt to buy things that light you up unless you really, really trust. And that's where discernment comes in. So I just think I'm saying this with a caveat. I think there's a difference between being irresponsible and buying things on impulse versus really feeling in your body, no, like my soul is saying I need this. I think things that feel more impulsive, how to sort of begin discerning is up to you. I can make another video on that if you want. Drop any comments. It's helpful when you ask me questions so I can kind of hear where your mind is at. So if you have questions on this, drop them below. But it's kind of more impulsive if one, like, you're just driving past somewhere a Starbucks is and you're like, should I get Starbucks? Like that's impulsive. That's not your higher self saying you need a Starbucks. Versus if you've been burnt out, let's say you're like an event planner for work and you just had a massive event, you've been working 16-hour days every single day, and you're like, I just need to be supported. I need a massage. And it's expensive, it's not like you, but you buy it because it lights you up and it supports and soothes your soul in that moment. That is something that your higher self might say, right? So there's a difference between putting your best foot forward, listening to your higher self, doing what lights you up, because then that massage is going to give you the rest, the support, the relaxation, bringing your energy back, grounding to actually energize you to do more amazing things in the future. Or if you didn't buy that massage and you said, oh, it's like too expensive, who am I to spend that on myself? And then you remain burnt out and then everything just feels so hard and then you end up having a breakdown because you just can't do it all, right? Like that massage, yeah, it felt a little like impulsive. It might have felt a little bit selfish, but in a really good and happy, strong way versus something that you're just like, oh, should I do this? Well, I heard I'm supposed to spend money on abundance, so I'm just going to spend it on this. Yeah. And then you feel panic afterwards and you have buyer's remorse. I know that you want a life that is not logical, not rational, that people around you are not living. So I invite you to spend your money in a way that reflects that goal that you want. So thank you so much for joining me. Like and comment any questions you have, other videos you want to see. You can check out some of my other videos and definitely subscribe for more. I have a new video coming out every single week. You can also grab my quantum wealth codes and quantum leaping meditation in the description. You can always join Decode. There's tons of ways to chat and I'm so excited for what's to come. So thank you for being here and yeah, see you next week.